It is I, the milkman, the one who is really running from land, okay? I don't care what Smiley say. I don't care what Cowboy say, man in yellow. I'm running from land. We renegotiating the contract right now. Season 4, we getting more airtime. More airtime for the milkman, okay? Hashtag more airtime for the milkman. But anyway, today I'm here to discuss another possible monster that may be joining the ranks. Maybe another vision for Jade. You know, maybe something along the lines of the kimono lady. Let's discuss a new casting call here that I want to talk about, and also I want to revisit something that Jasmine said in season 1, right? And I want to pose a question to you guys. Is there more than one way to become a monster? So stay tuned for that. But I'm not going to have y'all here too long. I got some cattle to slice. I ain't got much time. I'm a busy man, okay? But anyway, guys, before we get into things, y'all know what y'all got to do. Y'all got to slap all them buttons. And also make sure to sound off in the comments on today's topics.
You talk.
All right. So, not gonna be here too long. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, got this information from Jeremy Ice and Fire. So I figured, I'll talk about it a little bit as well. Just a small casting call, nothing too major for a colonial woman, as this is a new face as well. So, and take notice that this the shoot date is November 10th. So they're still shooting. I would assume they're gonna wrap up before December or during December. If we still going with the early 2026, but with post production, honestly, I think it's gonna be like March or April. But I was hoping for maybe a February release. Ugh. But the milkman, highly doubt that's gonna happen. So I'm honestly gonna say March. But we shall see. You never know. But according to the description here, 60 plus, Caucasian. She is gaunt, ghastly, terrifying, and dead. But may not necessarily mean she's a monster. I don't think at this point they would add another monster to the ranks. Honestly, I think it's gonna be another vision. Perhaps Jade may have, like with the Puritan, the one-eyed guy drinking the blood out the skull. And now that I think about it, we had Elgin. Of course, his eye got taken out. I don't know what's gonna be happening with him. And of course, we had Fatima drinking blood, and she liked it. So we may have something like that next season, kind of a bad omen, so to say. So this woman shows up. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. So other than that, that's the only description we really have. But I think that's probably the direction they're going as far as the colonial woman here. And of course, we did have hints of this with the paintings as well, that Miranda / Tabitha / the original person, as far as the curse is concerned, all that she saw in the basement with Henry, of course. And I think we saw like one or two photos. One looked like a pilgrim or something like that, and then of course we got this one here with the colonial lady. So I definitely assume that refers to that. I don't know. I kind of think they might have something to do with these cabins as well. We got that as an unsolved mystery that's still bothering me. May have something to do with that. I'm hoping for some type of flashback. I thought we were going to get a flashback last season, definitely with an episode called Revelations. But we didn't really get a flashback. So hopefully we get more of that next season. You would think we have to, right? If we want to go deeper as far as, you know, the children being sacrificed, things of that nature. And also, besides being a normal monster or a vision, it could also be a higher ranked monster, such as, you know, the kimono woman. So we could have something like that going on this season. Let's let's lay off Ildred. I don't know. I assume he's still alive, but so yeah, somebody else could be, you know, haunted by some type of higher power this season as well. But yeah, as far as the ranking, Man in Yellow, of course, seems to be the highest right now. I still don't know if there's a entity per se, because we all thought that the red blob on the wall was the quote unquote entity, right? And it seemed to turn out just to be the process of being reborn if you die off as a monster. And we saw Smiley pop out of that. So what my boy Smiley gonna be doing next season, we shall see. But yeah, before I get up out of here, I did want to ask a question. Besides, what do y'all think the colonial woman may represent? Is there more than one way to become a monster? The reason I'm asking this is because I of course, we got the information that the monsters are the way they are because they sacrificed the children, right? But back in season 1, Jasmine said, I didn't ask to be like this. It seemed like she was like almost like forced or made that way. Not like, okay, if I sacrifice these children, I'm going to have everlasting life, right? I mean, she could also mean, because who's to say that they knew they were going to turn into these ghastly creatures after sacrificing the children? Who knows? Maybe they knew, maybe they weren't aware. So that's a question as well. But yeah, but when I think of her saying that, I think she was sincere when she said that, even though she wound up causing havoc in the house. I do think she meant what she said. So when she said that, I'm thinking she was forced to be this way. And I think, like, if the process never stopped, when the three, of course, were in the dungeon, and, you know, if Boyd would have never stopped, I think they were on their way to becoming a monster per se. So I don't know if it's necessarily you got to sacrifice your children to become a monster. That's the only way. Or can you be forced to be turned into a monster? Anyway, guys, that's the question I have for you guys today. Of course, happy belated Halloween. Your boy got to get up out here. I got some slashing to do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if y'all enjoyed this video, of course, make sure to slap that like button. And I'm getting up out of here, y'all. I will see you guys next time.